Join us on our short trip to Palma de Mallorca. Early in the morning, around 7:55, we took a direct plane directly to Palma de Mallorca from the Alicante airport, which is the closest to us to the area of Benidorm. The travel took around 40 to 45 minutes, and all the traveling was quite smooth and easy. On our landing in Mallorca, we've seen there were still a lot of clouds in the sky, and the weather forecast was letting us know that it might be raining some of the next following days of our trip. However, once we actually got outside of the airport, we were surprised that it's actually quite a nice weather. It's sunny, nice and warm outside, and it did not even rain at all. Even more, the sun was shining and the clouds simply disappeared. Upon our arrival at Palma de Mallorca airport, I can tell you that it's absolutely different from Alicante one. Alicante is quite a small airport, cozy one. There's not too many places you can go to, but this airport right here was extremely busy. You can see a lot of people picking out their suitcases, rushing somewhere, and it's definitely way bigger than the Alicante is. We drove with our rented car from Centauro towards the historical part of Palma de Mallorca. This is one of the numerous parks and gardens, which is Park of Sa Feixina. This park is full of green trees of different plants and numerous water cascades. Absolutely gorgeous, quiet place where from first thing in the morning people are coming with their pets or to do some sports, running or simply walking, or also coming with their children because there are many playgrounds out here. Important monuments are located nearby, such as the monument towards the cruise ship of Balearic Islands and the sunlock, which is the specific clock that is basically being set the time by the sunshine. And right nearby, the building that you can see that looks like a castle, this is the Baluarte of San Pere. This is where the Contemporary Art Museum Es Baluarte is actually located, and you're always more than welcome to visit it. In front of us, we have the Port of Mallorca. This is basically situated on the entrance towards Mallorca, so it did not take us a long time to discover this amazing place. Plenty of waterfalls, these gorgeous walking promenades where a lot of people are enjoying their day today. In front, the Port of Mallorca. We've not seen the beach today because it was quite a tight time budget organization, so we had only around 3 hours to discover Mallorca, which means that we needed to see as much things in the short period of time. There is the beach in Mallorca, obviously. It's located not that far away from here, and this beach is called Can Pere Antoni. This is the loveliest beach where you can take a dive, a swim, and also have a lovely walk. Right here we see someone is trying to climb the wall of the museum part, which is quite strange, and the part of the fortress, but hey, people are on holidays, they're having fun, and while they're not doing anything bad to the monument, they're more than welcome to take these type of interesting pictures. Right here in front of us, the sculpture that we've just seen is quite interesting because this is the sculpture black and white horizontal of one of quite famous sculpture artists out here. Nearby we have the loveliest small houses that are so typical for the historical part of different cities, towns and villages, not only here in Mallorca but also in all other areas of Spain as it is. What is different of this place is that obviously they have a lot of Gothic style buildings. Our ones in Benidorm, Valencia, Alicante, they are more of 18th century, and the design obviously is way different from these ones. So it drew our attention and we decided to get towards the tall buildings and towers that we've seen on the horizon. The amazing cleanliness of the streets also drew our attention, and we've seen how many workers were just going back and forth and cleaning the streets before numerous amounts of tourists will pass through it. There are many photographic expositions here nearby, different sculptures, the Palma sculpture for example, the temples. There is a lot of different squares, different towers, and also different types of monuments located out here that obviously a lot of people are checking out. Here is the official sign of Palma. It has some stickers on it, which is a true shame because if not, it would be a great place to take some pictures, but someone decided to put stickers on it. This is the official entry to Palma de Mallorca. And this is where the historical part of the town kind of starts. We will be checking as much as we can today with you, including different old buildings, different squares. And here, for example, you can see how police officers, the local police, they are using horses here. In no other area in Valencian community, at least, police officers are using horses, and here they actually are, which is absolutely incredible, and it gives a different touch towards this town. Here we have a lot of indications of different places that we are able to see in this area, and this is what we will be actually doing. Here you have a memory of conqueror times, of the times when all this region was quite different. So different pieces of history reunite together in this loveliest touristic town, which is Palma de Mallorca. One of the buildings that we will see today is situated at the square, which is called Square of Iota, which is La Lonja. This is the place where long time ago fishermen were actually coming. This is Gothic style building, which is gorgeous with typical columns and decorations. This is one of the interest points to visit if you're coming to Palma de Mallorca. In the inside part of it, you will not see anything because it's actually totally empty. And the entrance is free of charge. However, its design and its incredible acoustics, so whenever you talk, you will hear the echo. The sound is absolutely incredible. And this is where the vast majority of fishermen's transactions were actually held. Let's go inside and see how it looks like. There are quite a few visitors also interested in this incredible monument. outside of this loveliest Gothic buildings, we found some helicopters flying around with quite a big noise. These helicopters are of the police department because today in Palma de Mallorca they're celebrating the day of the army, of the military force, and there is quite a big concentration of them here by the port. So probably this is just to ensure the safety of everyone who are gathering out here. To be honest with you, we've seen a lot of loveliest bars with unique designs, something typical as well from here, from the region. And the more we are heading towards the historical part of Palma de Mallorca, the more we love and enjoy this place. In front of us, we can actually see there's a big bus, which is an amazing city tour bus. The prices here are around 20 euros per adult and 10 euros per child. Right next to the bus, we have a loveliest market. These are crafts. So basically all of these things were handmade. People are selling from different handmade accessories, bags, toys for children, and also different accessories made from pearls. From here, from the top, we can actually see the real palace of La Almudaina. In Spanish, it's called Palacio Real de la Almudaina, historical place of the royal family. And here there is a tiny lake surrounded by these gorgeous walls. Nearby there is a small park, which is where we're able to walk in the shade. It's really much appreciated because it's getting quite warm out here. This is the Trames Garden and Hort del Rey, which is basically King's Garden. From here we get the direct access towards the famous church and the royal palace. You can see that these places are getting slightly more busy as we come closer. This is where we were able to purchase some natural pearls, some necklaces, or any type of accessories like rings or earrings. It's really typical to see these things being sold directly here on the street. We are going round the palace towards the chapel of Saint Anne. This place is absolutely gorgeous and incredible. There are many different chapels and churches here around the area, so if you have time, make sure you explore them all. Right near it, on the bottom part on the road, there are a lot is a few things to say, a bunch of street sellers. Some of them do sell things like sun hats, maybe sunglasses. Others do portraits, which are a lot more street artists. Others sell handcrafted things, bags, t-shirts, paintings, and basically everything that you can think of. They're called mantilleros because they bring it in a manta, which is like a plate, you know, as you can see, and they just pick it up really fast from all the corners and run in case the police is coming. But we kind of have a feeling that no one is doing anything to them out here. From this area we can see the gorgeous port of Palma de Mallorca and a tiniest bit of the beach area. This is a gorgeous promenade where a lot of people are going to enjoy the views of this loveliest town of all. People of all the nations, tourists, locals, have mixed up in this amazing area. Just look at these views. These Gothic style tallest walls are absolutely incredible. This is the part of the royal palace. People are even going inside. There is a ticket place where you can actually buy the ticket on the official website, which is €7. And then depending where you purchase it, it's going to be more than that or way more than that, because the tickets online are the cheapest one if you book them in advance. A lot of people are taking their pictures in this area. Obviously, everyone are glancing, checking, and enjoying the gorgeous views. And the weather is helping us today because there are just a couple of clouds in the sky, and it doesn't seem it will rain at all today. The big queue that is waiting to enter the chapel, as it is of Saint Anne, is waiting to go inside, but everyone are with their phones. Why is that, you ask? This is because this area, together with the entrance to the Royal Palace, only sells tickets online. So what you do is that you scan the QR code, you go online, and this is how you purchase the ticket, which is why you can see everyone stick into their phones trying to purchase them. But we are heading to discover more streets of Palma de Mallorca because we want to see as much as we can during the day of today. There are many other interesting buildings near us, and a lot of them have actually a free entrance. The Cathedral of Saint Maria of Mallorca is also situated right here nearby, and you can explore numerous gardens and small squares that are situated everywhere around Palma de Mallorca. Don't be afraid to go to hidden corners, discover the fortresses and different places, because Mallorca is full of history and it's definitely worth checking it out. Down the smallest streets of Palma de Mallorca, we are heading to the historical city center. Here we can see already way more people, even horse rides that bring people through the most important and emblematic places in Palma. Almost everywhere you can see the pearls from Mallorca, which is the most famous brand of Palma de Mallorca for the pearls. The second building that we've spotted out here was actually recommended to us to visit, and this is a second part of like a royal house, and we thought it's not possible to visit it, and it's situated right next to the central library, which is right here where the flags are located. However, we were lucky enough to talk with the ladies that were working in this building, and we got inside of it. There was no one else here but us, and we could only go up until the first floor, like first staircase. But even from here, we were able to see how nicely decorated it is. And these are the sculptures of all the noble people that were living here, the royal family. The glass, hand-painted glass, everything is looking so gorgeous out here, and we could not believe how much history these places actually hide inside. And we were really lucky that we were able to get inside and check it out even for a second. On our way out, we decided to go randomly down different streets of the historical city center. There are a lot of interesting and unique buildings out here. Obviously, these places are filled with different types of stores, different types of bars, cafeterias and restaurants, ice cream places, and anything you could wish potentially to discover during your holidays. A lot of these streets have quite an easy access. Some of them do have steps, but others don't. So you will definitely be able to find the comfortable way to discover all these different streets of Palma de Mallorca. From here, we found a place that sold amazing chocolates, pastry and dessert, as well as meat. This is Charcuteria La Pajarita and the chocolate shop, which has been here for very soon 2 centuries in a row. Also, we've seen a stag and bridal shower celebrations that were dressed up as Sevillanas from Andalusia that were putting some lovely songs outside and singing and shouting and having some fun time out here. We went towards the beginning of the street where we started this video. And this is where usually on this very avenue is where a lot of different markets are held. This in this case is the library, the book fair, which has some concerts for children and for people of all ages, as well as the loveliest selection of different books in different languages from different companies. This is where you will also find a big selection of bars, restaurants and cafeterias in the shade of millennial trees that have hundreds and hundreds of years and they've seen a lot of history. There's also a crafts market nearby, the Cathedral of Saint Maria, the sightseeing tour bus stop, and much more. Today we were able to see different parts of Palma de Mallorca, including the port, the beginning of the historical city center, how the streets of Palma de Mallorca are looking like today in June 2023, the beginning of June, so that you would have a slight idea on what you can expect if you will be coming here on holidays, where to go, which places to visit, and how Palma de Mallorca is looking like in summer 2023. We hope these videos that we'll be posting here on the channel about Mallorca, which is not Benidorm, we know, but still it's a different part of Spain. It's the loveliest island, the part of Balearic Islands that is extremely popular, each time more and more by British travelers. So you never know, maybe Mallorca will be your next future destination point for your holidays in loveliest and sunny Spain. Thank you for accompanying us on today's informative walking tour down Palma de Mallorca in 2023. We've showed you as many places as we potentially could, but I hope you still enjoyed watching today's video and you've accompanied us on our walk down the sunniest town of Palma in Mallorca in Balearic Islands. We wish you a lovely day and amazing holiday if you are arriving on holiday soon, and we'll see each other in a new video tomorrow. Bye dears and have a lovely day.